Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where we are checking out Solana again for a short update. There was a new article that came out which I want to share with you, and also we will check out some new developments in the price charts. So without any further ado, an early like or a subscribe is very much appreciated. Thank you for doing so, and let's get into the video. And the article is about Solana's energy use report from November 2021, and I want to show you some key points to take from this article. So we have a nice comparison of a single Solana transaction in joules, which is a unit of energy used, in comparison to other activities such as a single Google search, which you might do a couple of times every single day. So from this we can see that single Solana transaction is under 2 Google searches. So from this point I would say pretty good. And if we compare it, for example, to one Ethereum 2 transaction, so that's not Ethereum transaction but Ethereum 2.0 transaction, still very much elevated. We are orders of magnitude higher, approaching 100 times more, but it's still nothing in comparison to playing 1 hour of a PlayStation 5 game or using 1 gallon of gasoline as well, which is not too far from 100,000 times more than one transaction on Solana. However, here comes the main comparison, which is 1 Ethereum transaction or 1 Bitcoin transaction. You can see Ethereum is 10 times less demanding on energy. However, still we are talking hundreds of thousand times more energy than a single Solana transaction. Also, in total, Solana network with its almost 1200 validators nodes and estimated 20 million transactions uses just shy of 3.2 gigawatt hours per year, which is equivalent, they say, to an average electricity usage of about 1000 American households. So not too bad for such a large project. However, for reference, I have a similar article from Fantom where they claim also some very interesting numbers and comparisons. For example, here one transaction on Fantom network consumes between this fraction of a kilowatt hour. We will put those numbers into our trusty Google conversion. So here we can see that one Fantom transaction correlates to about 93 or 94 joules. So in comparison to the Solana transaction, it is still much lower than Solana. However, on a large scale, we are talking about still very low numbers even for Solana. Cool thing is, here with Fantom we have also estimated yearly power consumption. So for Fantom it is almost negligible because all the network consumes less than a single US household, and obviously much lower than Ethereum or Bitcoin, but still, an interesting point here, very significantly lower than a global banking industry these days. Also, one Visa network transaction consumes much more energy than both Solana or Fantom. So I believe now you have much better idea about those energy consumptions of those very scalable blockchains such as Fantom or Solana, both using a different kind of blockchain. However, both definitely much eco-friendlier than Ethereum or Bitcoin. And with this, I think it's a nice transition to jump into the price charts here, where we can see some new developments for Solana here. It seems that the price is now right on this support over here of about 190 US dollars. We can see that this is a pretty solid support here, and I think it was a not surprising move after this bounce off of this resistance over here towards this support line. Also, we've surpassed this 50-day moving average. However, there is still this 100-day moving average down below and this uptrending support line, so there should be plenty of support in around these places. So logically I would expect some kind of turnaround for Solana in the next couple of days, and I think a nice point of entry for Solana if you are looking to start a new position would be after crossing this resistance line of this short downtrend, short correction, because usually crossing this resistance line leads to a pretty nice runs up. We can also see here previously each time there is a slight bit of a run over here after crossing these resistances, so that would in my opinion be quite an interesting point to dollar cost average on Solana or just starting a new position. However, checking out the Solana to Bitcoin ratio, it is not as clear as in the US dollars because we are struggling starting to surpass those all-time highs set previously in September 2021 and once tagged again in the beginning of November right over here. So this led to crossing this support line over here, and now we are resting around the 50-day moving average here. So there should be plenty of support. There is also still this 100-day moving average, and probably when this ratio will start to climb up a little bit again, it will form some kind of a parallel uptrending channel over here as it was previously here with this one earlier in 2021. So I would expect some kind of this development. However, we can see that there was a quite significant fade in momentum, quite a bit of divergence as we mentioned in the last video. So before that, we need to pick up some more speed in this momentum indicator over here to really surpass this resistance. So that's pretty much it from today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, make sure to smash the like button to help this channel out in the YouTube algorithm, and you can also subscribe for more future crypto content to come on this channel. And with this, I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!